Hi, my name is Dr. John Douillard, and welcome to LifeSpa.com, where we prove ancient medical wisdom with modern science. And today I want to talk about saunas and the benefits of saunas. And there was an NPR story that came out this week that was about the benefits of saunas, something that I've written about a while ago in an article I wrote called Detox Wisdom Backed by Science. And a couple of years ago, there was a bunch of articles that became sort of trendy, suggesting that detoxification is bogus and the body has its own ability to detoxify. So I wrote an article suggesting that there's pretty good hard science suggesting the benefits of helping the body do what it actually can do, which is to detoxify. And we are overwhelmed with levels of toxicity. Studies show that we actually dump 4 billion pounds of toxic chemicals in the environment every single year, and 2 million of those are cancer causing. So that's hard science. There is mercury from the coal mine plumes that cover every single organic vegetable. So you could eat the purest organic food diet, which we should always strive to do. But that does not mean that you're going to be free of environmental pollutants and toxins and chemicals that can easily overwhelm us and make it difficult for us to process or detoxify those. When you eat conventional foods that are sprayed with pesticides, those pesticides kill the microbes that make the enzymes that help you digest things like wheat and dairy and nuts and seeds and grains, which make it, for a lot of folks, very difficult for them to digest those kinds of foods. Thus, a lot of people say those are the new poisonous foods and we shouldn't eat those foods. Yet studies show we've been eating those for 3.5 million years. We have genetics to eat those foods. But because we lack the digestive enzymes to break them down, we have problems. We've been feeding ourselves with highly processed foods, which are preserved with cooked, refined, bleached, boiled, deodorized vegetable oils, which allow bread to stay on the shelf and stay squishy for a month, which means the bugs on the counter won't eat it. When you put it in your mouth, why would the bugs in your gut eat it? They don't. And all those bad oils go to your liver. They congest your liver and your gallbladder. Number one abdominal surgery in America today, gallbladder removal surgery, suggesting that we do have a compromise in not only our ability to digest well, but those same digestive pathways are our detox pathways. So it is very important that we help the body detoxify. And this is not something that's new in Ayurvedic medicine. They designed detoxification strategies thousands of years ago. Studies in Finland have shown that saunas have been a thing for hundreds of years, and very good science to back the benefits of saunas up for lowering blood pressure. A short sauna, not a very long sauna has been shown to lower blood pressure, but longer saunas and good science has shown to actually help remove heavy metals, which is really, really important. Studies in Finland on saunas show that they reduce the risk of heart disease. They reduce the risk of dementia. They actually support longer life. It's like really good science. So therefore, everybody in Finland, and yeah, it is cold there, so they love their saunas, but they are very, very beneficial. Now, in Ayurvedic medicine, they do sort of a little tricky thing with saunas, and is they actually always suggest keeping the head very cool and the body very hot, which I love the Ayurvedic concept of that. Because if your head gets hot and you get overheated, the body responds to that as an emergency response and everything clamps up. You lose your ability to detoxify. Why? The body's toxins are fat soluble. In a detox, you want the body to be comfortable, not stressed, not starving, so the body can, or feel strained, so the body can be naturally facilitated to burn fat. So if you let in a sauna where the head gets really hot and you get overheated, that triggers an emergency alarm bell, store fat, crave me some sugar, and we're back to where we started. So in Ayurvedic medicine, they said, yeah, saunas are phenomenal, a big part of Ayurvedic detox, but always put something cool on your head, like take a wet towel and put it in the freezer and so it gets iced, and take it in the sauna with you. And as you get hotter, wrap it around your head and keep your head cool so you don't get that overheated post-sauna headache a lot of people get. That means we sort of overshot the heat runway, maybe compromised the detox a bit. particularly when you're in there for a longer time and you're really trying to get the central nervous system to be cool and the body to be sweating like crazy. And the body's saying, man, it's super hot in here. And they send a message to the brain, it's really hot, I want to get out. And the brain goes, I'm like soaking in ice, dude. We're totally loving this. Why don't you guys relax and calm down and just do your detox thing? And that's the trick, the Ayurvedic trick, which is to cool the central nervous system and to heat the body up. Very, very cool concept. Thousands of years of science behind it. Something I used for 26 years, and it has administrating Ayurvedic Panchakarma, and the results were nothing short of phenomenal. So saunas are great. Keep your head cool. That's something that's very, very important. Also, Ayurvedic detox, using cleanses that use ghee are very, very valuable. This month, our short home cleanse is on sale, which is a 4-day kind of January reset to get you out of loosen weight, reset your digestion after the holidays. And it uses ghee in a Ayurvedic superfood called khichdi. And the ghee is been studied, and the scientific name for using ghee to detoxify is called lipophilic mediated detoxification, which means fats, ghee, hook onto bad fats, mercury and heavy metals and environmental pollutants and yucky environmental toxins, and then attach to them. They hook onto each other, and then they carry and they chelate them out of the body. So the idea of the ghee cleanses are you take a little bit more ghee every morning, a little more, on a completely no-fat diet. And in the short home cleanse, which is just our 4-day cleanse, and come spring, we're going to do our Colorado cleanses, our big, long 2-week kind of digestive reset, lymph cleanse, liver cleanse, and cellular detoxification that takes place sort of naturally in the spring. That's the Colorado cleanse. It's 2 weeks. But right now, we generally people love doing the January short home cleanse, just 4 days, really easy. Take ghee in the morning, a no-fat diet, eat the khichdi, which is a rice and bean kind of Ayurvedic medicinal soup. Really, really easy. What happens when you, just so you know how it works, when you do the ghee, you got to burn the ghee, right? In the first thing in the morning, you flip into fat burning to burn the ghee. Every day, a little more fat burning, a little more fat burning. During the day, a no-fat diet. Why? If we gave you fat in your diet, your body would just burn the fat that you just ate in your diet. But if you give it a no-fat diet, the fat burning that you kick into in the morning with the ghee actually keeps you in fat burning all day long. And surprisingly, your appetite becomes less. Significantly, people start losing weight. They start burning fat, being more calm, sleep better. And we've done some interesting studies on them to see those benefits. So they're very, very real. Quick 4-day digestive reset, fat burning reset, get you to burn your fat, which is calm fuel, stable fuel, and your detoxifying fuel. And also a great way to lose a few extra holiday pounds. So really easy program. And studies show when you did the lipophilic detox that people, one study showed that they continued to detoxify heavy metals out of their body for 6 weeks, and another study for 3 months after the ghee cleanse. Ghee is clarified butter. Clarified butter is milk boiled down, so you get all the milk solids off of there. You're looking at just the oil of the butter, which is the highest source of butyric acid on the planet. It just so happens that your intestinal tract uses butyric acid as the primary fuel supply for the gut and the gut bugs and the gut immunity and a whole bunch of other stuff. We have microbes, many of them, like Clostridium butyricum, who makes ghee for a living, which makes butyric acid for a living because the intestinal skin is so dependent on the butyric acid. So how they knew in Ayurvedic medicine, thus our whole shtick here at LifeSpa.com, is ancient wisdom in modern science. And when you look at the ancient wisdom, they figured out how to get to the highest concentration of butyric acid and inoculate their gut with this fatty acid that your bugs just love, which is so cool. So this study using the ghee cleanse is shown to detoxify heavy metals, remove PCBs and pesticides by 46 and 56%, respectively. So there's really powerful benefits there. And then, of course, thinking about other ways to detoxify, turmeric has been shown to protect you from environmental pollutants and toxins in the environment. So just baseline turmeric support. It's a fall harvested winter root that we take to boost immunity, support mood all winter long. A lot of value there. And of course, at LifeSpa, we take the turmeric, 16 parts turmeric, 1 part black pepper. When you take the black pepper, sort of a curry concept, it amps up the absorption of turmeric, which is generally hard to digest, by 2,000%. So really traditional medicine now proven by science to say, wow, that curry combo of ginger and turmeric and a little bit of black pepper made a lot of sense. Really, really valuable. And then, of course, recognizing that we do have a lot of toxins in our environment. Heavy metals are all over. And chelating them out of our body with natural things like garlic and chlorella and coriander. Shilajit is a great heavy metal detoxifier for mercury. EDTA, a natural amino acid for calcium and lead. So those are things, and we have a product called Chelation Support that I actually do at least 2 to 3 months a year. I take a little bit of chelation to just shovel out a lot of the heavy metals that build up. Maybe I'm a little bit crazy there, but I do think that we do know that the science shows that we have iron particles in our brain from air pollution. We have mercury on our brain from the coal mine plumes. It's very, very real. It accumulates in your fat cells because they're fat soluble. And if your body's not doing fat soluble stuff very well, you don't handle greasy fried food very well. Not that you should, but it's a sort of a challenge food. And if you can't do that very well and you get heartburn or gas or indigestion or bloat or it just sits there, then you're probably not handling the environmental hard to digest toxins in our environment, the mercury, things like that very well. And then you wonder, where are they going? The liver just goes, well, I'm way overwhelmed. It just puts it into circulation. It finds someplace in your fat, which can include your brain, to deposit. So that's not that's why we do detoxification. That's why studies show longer saunas detoxify heavy metals. So just put some ice on your head or a cool cloth on your head, keep your head cool, and go for it. And get some of that good sauna heat this winter. You can read the article about this detox wisdom backed by science. You can read the article on the science behind all these strategies at LifeSpa.com. Thanks for listening. See you next week at the same time, same place. Take care.